here's the part of that, right? We get to the house, right, to Julie's house, and Barbara, my now wife, answers the door with this wet Scotty dog, right? They had washed the dog. It was back in the days of the 80s. Everybody's doing a party, and everybody's like, we were all...
Okay, this is going to get weird.
And I'm like, okay, there's this weird dog. And I look at her and I said, you know what? I just, like that quick, I went, I think I like this girl. And I ended up spending the night.
Wow, you hadn't been laid in a long time, huh?
I spent the night, and Barbara's like, it's cool you're here, but, be cool. And I was, even though I showed myself. But...
Well,
wait,
what?
I'm sorry, what?
If you can't read into my story, just forget
Yes.
it. I'm done.
Okay, listen, Professor, explain it to the people, all right?
Explain it. But anyway, that was that.
So you whipped the willy out, and she said, no, thank you?
Well, no, she well, I'm not going to go into that part, but...
So exactly what I said.
Here's the fun part. She had to leave right back to Salt Lake City like 2 days later, and...
The Mormon train was
we
leaving?
like got the phone call thing, and it's like, hey, it was really nice meeting you, blah, blah, blah. And she came back like, I don't know, maybe a month or two later, and we were both worried. She's coming in, I'm picking her up at John Wayne, and we're like, I have no idea what she looks like. Am I going to be able to recognize her, right?
Oh, shit.
And then she thought the same thing, but, we did. We recognized each other, and we had, history from there. It's like 30 years now married.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and it's been awesome. Do you have any stories like that?
I mean, well, I met Cliff. He was the owner of the restaurant by my house, the bar, and it's like walking distance, and I'd go there and meet friends or whatever and hang out, and we became friends, and we were friends for quite some time. And
that's the key.
Friends. And then he
Be
kind of
friends.
broke me down, because I just said I was never going to date again, like really, really, get into a relationship. I was dating. I just wasn't, like.
So who made the move, you or him?
Oh, we got drunk.
There it is.
Oh, we got drunk. You guys
Brandi made the move.
My friend, no. And my friend Leslie, she makes these shots called Russian Quaaludes, and no, I mean, and they're
drunk,
simple
Brandi.
and they're kind of sweet, and you would think it's like Frangelico and Bailey's and Kahlua.
Yeah, enough to
You know
drink.
what I mean?
What
A little
happened?
cream.
All I have to say is when Brandy's drunk, wear long pants. All right? That's all I got to
I
say.
don't even know what the
condoms.
fuck that means,
Yeah,
but
nobody else does
anyway. So,
Including me.
I had that, and it doesn't sound like a lot of booze, but it is. We just kind of got really drunk and, made out in the hallway in the bar.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it was,
Made out. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Well, it's because you've been married for a long time.
How long ago was this?
Well, it's been about a year now,
Okay.
almost. Yeah,
So you're a freshie.
almost a year.
Look at you, a little puppy in love.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
just
kind of guy.
he's a very nice,
Wasn't that a Donnie and Marie
very
song?
kind human being.
Puppy love, I think it was.
Yeah. Anyway, but I have a lot of friends that go on these dating sites and stuff, and it's always just a terrible story. And I'm like, why do you keep doing that to yourself? Just
I've always thought if you're going
I'm
to go
just
on
not
this...
capable of doing that, even if I wanted to, which I don't.
But I always thought these people that go on the dating sites, and I know I'm wrong, but were the most homely motherfuckers on the planet and somebody you don't want to date. But now it's just the norm.
It's kind of a joke, I mean, like it's always like I go through the phone with them, and it's always like a guy holding a fish. Or it's a guy with it's like two other dudes.
I got a rabbit. Does that work?
It's two other dudes, and it's like three guys in the picture, and you're like, so which one is him?
Oh God,
really? Or
No.
the inevitable like douchey shirtless guy, or
how many did they actually have? Like you were, they're doing their full on, down shots and shit. I mean, did they do
I don't
those on
know if
those?
that's their like profile
Can they
picture.
do
I don't
that?
think you're allowed dick pics.
No.
No.
No, I actually think that they're trying to pass a law
They
against that.
frown on dick pics.
I
Remember it was,
definitely frown on dick pics.
Craigslist. Craigslist should be
I
big
don't want
on
any
that,
part of
right?
that.
Yeah.
Craigslist had the big
Dick?
dick.
How do you know about that?
I know.
Well, no, it was easy. You look for like a car, and all of a sudden you got this dick pic, and it's like, how'd that happen?
You're looking for a car and you got a dick pic? I don't think you were on Craigslist.
Well, you should
but-
have seen that car. It was
Well, I asked for any car that
I'm pretty
Hammer
sure
owns
that's
and a dick
Grindr.
cop. So.
you should see the balls on that car. It's awesome. Wow. What year is that thing?
No, I'm
Ah,
It's
I don't know.
sagging, so it's probably an older vintage.
cousin from Boston.
I just think it's just like it's a whole different universe at this point.
Yeah, my phone's vibrating its ass
Well, no, it
off.
actually
You mind?
started-
It's my dog walker.
The reason I
okay?
bring that up, Craigslist, is because that was kind of one of the first ones where you could actually hook up with socially, I think. And then
but
there was
that-
like those guys who like killed people and shit off of Craigslist, right? Or stalkers
But I
and
think
shit.
that was actually escort services. I don't think that they were actually
Maybe.
trying to get a date on there. It's not like if you like pina
that could
coladas
be.
and getting
That could
caught
be.
in the
That's,
rain.
you guys, that's pretty brilliant. If you're a
Relationships,
serial
you know.
killer,
Oh no.
you want to be on a dating site.
Oh,
'cause,
my
I mean,
God.
come
Well,
on.
that's why
the
I think
world
it-
is your oyster.
That it's really scary too. Is that's a whole other aspect of this that
Yeah.
you can meet somebody on there, but you don't know anything about them, and then they're like, hey, come to my house.
And by the way, ladies,
You know.
don't let
You're
them
putting
come to your
yourself in a
house. Meet
precarious
them in a public
situation.
place, and
Yeah.
that's it.
kind
But
of
they're like,
friends-
hey, do you want to go
Yeah.
to my van and fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you have a van? No.
Yeah. Oh, you own a van?
Of course you
Is
have
it
a
a panel
van.
van?
No, I mean, I think that most of the women that I've spoken to that go on these sites are genuinely trying to look for a relationship. And on there, they ask, pivotal questions like, are you just looking to hook up, or are you looking to be in a
Will you put
relationship?
out? Yeah.
Well, no, you're looking to be in a relationship, and most of them say yes. I'm looking for the one. I want to have kids and do all this, right?
The 1 inch.
And then they go through these whole chats with them for weeks, and then they go meet up with them, and they're like, they buy them a drink, and they're like, so
Yeah,
are we
nothing
gonna,
to talk about.
Are we gonna have
Nothing to
sex,
fucking
or
talk
like
about.
what's gonna happen here?
See, there's that's it. There's no depth. There's
And
no
they're like,
depth to
what
those
in the
relationships.
hell is
No.
going
Right?
on?
No.
Right, Randy?
They're all shocked.
I mean,
you
back
know?
in the
I'm
day,
like,
you went to
are
school with people, so you knew friends.
Right.
You have something to talk about, a local place or where you grew up.
Well, you're emotionally attached.
Now it's like
not
you just said,
sexually
you show up
attached.
at dinner with these people, and it's like, do you want to fuck? Like you said, that's all there is
Yeah.
to it. Which is like, guys, you gotta break that shit down. That's bullshit.
Well, guys, let's not underestimate fucking. I mean, that's a pretty fucking great thing. all
It
right?
is, but
So, Time and place.
a complete stranger, and
But just be transparent.
I kinda like
you know?
that idea.
Just be
Come on.
transparent. Don't say
Yeah.
that you're looking for one thing when you're actually looking for another, just to get
so have a huge sign that says, I want to fuck.
Well, I mean, I think that there are plenty of girls out there that are just looking
Yeah.
for that as well. So then the women, whatever, just be transparent. Say
I
that's
love
what you want.
women like that.
No,
I mean,
there's
come
a
on, that's
great
awesome.
point. Brandy, you can speak to this because we can't, right? I think women want to screw and have do that at least as much as guys do.
I
10
mean,
times more.
I think that it's
not even close.
no. I mean, I definitely think that there's a stigma involved with that. But I mean, I think that it's the same as you guys, with
Right.
any. But we'll be labeled something else, and
That's
you guys will get high
100%
fives.
true.
You know what I mean?
Well,
like
yeah.
it's-
But
And
your
that's
horniness
bullshit.
is
That's
no
true.
less
That's
than a
true.
guy's.
no, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't
Right.
think it's
True.
any less than.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, women, especially, let's say, if you know the guy the whole bit, you guys want to have sex 10 times more than we do. And 10
times
10 times more. And I will tell you this, that's a good, healthy thing because, that's what we do as animals.
But take care of yourself healthily,
Yeah,
healthy,
exactly.
healthy. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a healthy thing. But you're right, Brandy. It's horrible when they label women one way and label men the other way when we're all doing the same.
Yeah, it's
damn
like,
thing.
hey, bro, or
Yeah.
else like, oh, honey, really?
Well,
When
when we went to school, remember they had the word was slut, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
And
I'm
by the
pretty
way,
sure it's
all you
still
sluts
slut.
out there, I love you.
Or easy, right? Easy Edna,
Yeah,
or whatever they were.
And it's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Poor,
When did your wife get rid of that title?
Third grade. She married me. Oh my God.
No, I think it's an unfair, it just with anything, and it's
And-
never
and-
changed. It's never gonna change.
I don't
It's
think
just
it is
like I
either.
feel like it's getting worse again.
yeah.
It's come to
Yep.
that again.
And
because-
guys, I got to apologize because I lied. That's not how I met my wife. I roofied her at a restaurant and I chained her up for like 6
Oh, my
weeks. And,
God.
that's what happened.
Calm down, Bill Cosby.
Yeah, Cosby.
Hey, I read his book. I mean, that's how I became so superior in that.
Mamacita.
Did you borrow some Jello pudding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you know what? It's important to have a healthy relationship. And I'm sure some of those sites are great, but be careful when you go on those sites.
Even the
you know?
eHarmonies or, the
was
ones
gonna
you
say,
have to
that's the-
qualify for where you're actually
Yeah.
looking for love.
Yeah.
They've
supposed to
come
be the
across that
wholesome
as
one.
well.
Right.
One of my friends got denied because you have to fill out all of this
How do you
stuff.
get denied from a fucking dating?
Yeah, and they were like, yeah.
Troy, we're done.
You're
Yeah.
not a desirable
Yeah.
candidate for our website or whatever. And she was like,
Was it my rosea? What was
What
the
did I
problem?
say?
I'm going to tell you, eHarmony, you're screwing up because you're just supposed to collect the check. I don't care what the guy looks like.
I mean,
Collect the check.
I think the conversations need to start again. The face-to-face communication. I mean, just get to know people.
Yeah,
talk
you have
with
to. You have to
people.
get to know somebody.
You know,
yeah.
go.
People are like, where do
even
you
if you go
go?
with group friends, we talked about
Go
this
to the
before
bar,
on
go to
podcasting.
church, go to
Something,
go to
yeah.
the laundry
Even
mat.
if you go with groups, right? Go
Right.
with three guys,
Go
3 girls,
join
whatever. Just
something.
go out. Yeah.
I had some girlfriends that came into the restaurant last night, and they were going line dancing. You know, they're just taking classes, like things like
Line
that.
dancing.
You know, they
a
were
new
taking
one.
classes for line dancing. I was
I-
like, all right,
You say wine dancing or line dancing?
line dancing.
Line dancing. I like
What the
wine
hell's
dancing
wine
more.
dancing?
Well, it's probably horizontal.
I got to tell you something. The first time I saw some people line dancing, it scared the shit out of me.
Hmm.
I was actually on the second date with my wife, who wasn't my wife at the time,
They had
and
line
we're sitting
dancing
at this
back then?
booth, and I think it was Black Angus Steakhouse. Okay, that's dating my ass. And we're sitting there talking, and we both turn over, and all of a sudden, like these 50 people are walking towards us.
And
We're
then- and
dancing
they go
towards us.
back.
And
Yeah.
then I turn around, and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, line dancing.
My wife did it.
I worked at Lone Star Steakhouse in my early 20s. I think I was 19 to 21 or something when I worked there, and we had to, as a server, had to
Line
dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was part of the shtick. It's terrible.
Yeah, my wife
It
did.
was
Fucking
spooky as shit.
terrible.
My wife did a video with Tanya Tucker
Yeah.
down.
Oh.
What was that country place in Huntington Beach off of 405?
Denim and Diamonds?
Yeah,
Yes, I
Devin
think
and
it was.
Diamond.
No, that was on the 55.
Yeah.
What was
There's
it
another one in
called?
Huntington,
The
but anyway.
Stampede?
They did it there.
Yeah,
Crazy
but Tanya
Horse?
Tucker, man, I was in love with that chick.
Dude.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, if you saw what she did off
Her and
camera,
Glenn Campbell were a good pair.
she could take a foot and put it way behind
yeah.
her shit and
Oh,
do her thing. I
And
have it
she's
on.
an itty bitty thing like Brandi. I mean, she was a stud.
I have it on
Hey,
tape.
Tanya.
I have it on tape.
Hey, send that to me.
Oh, man. Does your wife know that you have that tape?
She was the one who was there taking it. I
I
took it from
know,
her.
but she know you stole it?
Well, the other thing we didn't talk about are these chicks that are matchmakers, and you
Oh,
pay a
God.
shitload of money for that.
Remember that show? What the hell was
Matchmaking or something,
the name?
yeah.
What was the name of that show?
yeah.
Millionaire Matchmaker?
Yeah, Millionaire
that's
Matchmaker.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. And that's such bullshit. I mean, it's like, oh, let's just dress these fuckers up and they put them all in a room. There's 10 and let's see who matches up. You know what? The guy's going to go for the hottest chick in there. He got 10 minutes with each one.
Or
You
the
don't
one
get
who
to know
drops
anybody.
Got her tongue, in
Yeah,
her mouth.
exactly.
Well, you're talking about, I don't know. I feel like you're talking more about like The Bachelor or something like that, which is
No.
which is also kind of funny, but
The Millionaire Matchmaker, they would bring the guy or the girl that wanted to meet somebody, and they bring
The
like
rich
10
person.
people, the rich person, and they bring like 10 or 20 people into a room, and he'd mingle or she'd mingle with them and have drinks, and then he or she would pick out the two that she liked the best and go on dates with them. Remember?
okay.
And you can't tell shit in that period of time, and it's ridiculous, you know?
I thought that the point was, though, that her job was to go through profiles of, like, if you're the guy that's on there,
Right.
of people that would match up specifically with you. So you're picking out of 10 people that they already did the research
That's
and picked,
true. That's right.
you know, picked the matching, you know, so she's already kind of matched you with 10 people. You
Right.
just have to pick two that you think match the best out of the ones that she already thinks personality wise
with
is
a
what you're
deeper
looking for.
profile than
and
you get.
aesthetically.
Yeah, but guys,
Yeah.
that's all bullshit. I mean, think about it. Most couples, my wife and I, the one thing that we have in common is we both are loners. We both like to do our own thing, and then
Which
we do
works.
our thing.
Hell yeah.
And she does her thing, and I do my thing. But
I think
you know,
the key to a
there's-
long-term relationship.
huh?
That's the key to a long-term
Yeah.
relationship is not being codependent and needing, you know, and
Right.
and having somebody who also is like-minded and allows themselves to have their own life aside from you're not
Have
their
your freedom.
fucking sun
Yeah.
and moon, you know.
Yeah. So those profiles, I just don't see how you can do it. I mean, it's one of those things where, I mean, there's a lot of things that my bride and I don't agree with at all, but we're totally cool with it. You know,
Taking showers together.
Right.
You're okay with compromise.
Absolutely.
It's another thing that, what keeps a long-term relationship.
But Brandi,
long-term.
like you were saying, you couldn't go on a dating site.
No, absolutely
You know,
not. I couldn't
you're a
go on
celebrity.
dating site.
You are.
But
so
know what?
you couldn't do it.
One of my counterparts, Mary, that was on the show, she
Love
was
Mary.
on dating sites. And I have no
What?
idea how the fuck she did this. But I also somehow...
Would you have Mary call me, please?
I also had the...
What's it? Pallazon? Palladium? Palladium.
but-
Mary, call me. I know you're in Texas. Call me. Jesus.
I don't know how she did that, but I did think about the factor that I would read, her emails or DMs from strangers, and they would be like, "You're so beautiful, marry me."
Oh,
and mine
Jesus.
are like, you've read them. Let me see your pussy. You know what I mean? Like
Dick pics.
Show me
I
your
get the
bobs and
same
jeans.
ones.
Yeah.
You get those dick pics?
But,
No, show me your pussy.
I think initially I already like that. That's who I was portrayed as. I don't know if how that got sent out into the universe that I was going to allow that kind of
Bullshit.
right. I don't know, but somehow it worked for her, and she felt safe being on there, and she didn't get bombarded. But I know that if I
Yeah,
put
but
myself
there's
on
a
there,
little bit of a difference between Mary and Brandi. And I'm not saying that Mary's not a smart girl, but Mary looks like she could be very psychotic. She comes across as like, I'm a little crazy, so if you want to fuck with me. But Brandi's a smart girl, and guys don't, smart girls you guys are tough to deal with because you've got all the angles.
Well, they give you a little bit of,
that's the
pushback.
nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Shit, I didn't mean to do that. I apologize profusely. I'm sure it's the wrong thing to do nowadays.
But you've seen a lot of these hookup sites where there's like the Hezbollah hookup, right? Have you seen that one?
That Hezbollah hookup. I applied to that. They denied me.
They denied you?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Brady, do you remember the MTV pre-app dating shows Room Raiders,
Blind Date?
Blind Date, or Next?
That was really funny.
MTV Blind Dates,
What
okay.
was the one with Jenny McCarthy?
Oh, whatever
You
she
guys
does,
can't
I'll
hear
watch.
this. We're talking to the
What was the one with Jenny
the booth
McCarthy?
over here.
Jenny McCarthy,
God,
man.
it was
Jenny
Love-
McCarthy.
Whatever she does, I'll watch.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Carmen Electra and Jenny
Carmen
McCarthy.
Electra.
They were like
I'll
the
watch.
singles or what the fuck was it called? I can't remember. They
I
were
met
like the
Carmen when she
hosts.
hooked up with my boy Dennis.
Dennis, yeah.
They were the hosts.
Yeah.
Balls up, ass down. What was
Yeah.
the show?
What was the name of that show?
I thought it was that.
Yeah.
Singled Out.
Singled out.
Singled out.
Singled Out. That one, I think that was like the start of all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was so funny. I mean, those, they had good shows back in the 90s,
Yeah.
right?
Good times, good
It
times.
was. I hate television now.
Oh, there's that other one, Taint Paint, right? You got to swipe left on Taint Paint.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
What is taint paint?
You don't know
Is
what
that for
Taint
the fun
Paint
bridge?
is?
It's pain in the butthole.
The rainbow bridge to your butthole?
I'm just helping you guys realize what's out there.
Hey, man.
I'm a source of
Ew.
information.
Is it scented? Is it scented paint? Is it like, those markers?
It's not
that
cinnamon. It's actually
you can
scented
smell?
like
God, I
potting
don't know
soil.
who's drunk or us or those sound men. I just want to add
No, I'm just a little hungover, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm really hair of the dog.
Yeah, we're all about ready to get more hungover.
Hydrating, dehydrating.
So, guys, listen. For the
Marry
next
a Mormon.
couple segments, I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring in some other besides sexy Brandi. We're going to bring in some other sexy women in here if we can figure that out.
He can't even. He's
But
fumbling.
I
his
can't even
words.
say it. Okay, yeah, it's so foreign to me.
Sexty.
But guys,
Sexy women.
by the way, if you didn't hear me, 1 million subscribers, you get a date with Brandi.
And look up 5150. It's
Yeah.
a code. And if you look that up, you have to wear that on
Absolutely.
her date.
Love you guys. Next time.